Over the past several months, our country has been overwhelmed with many stressful moments. Among these challenging times was a real demand for patient care and not enough supply. Elective surgeries did stop, but our hospitals were flooded with patients, and it was an all hands on deck situation. The need to serve others was at its peak, and our nation stood still and cheered as these brave nurses and medical professionals put themselves in harm's way to help flatten the curve. To all the nurses, medical professionals, PAs, and anyone that was involved in keeping our healthcare facilities operational, thank you from the bottom of my heart. If you were one of the brave men and women that signed up to pitch in and help, this video is for you. What's up, guys? I'm Kay Scholl. Welcome to another financial awareness video. I've spent over 15 years talking with people about their personal financial decisions, and recently have received several calls from people asking, what is the best financial decision with this windfall of money that you have absolutely earned? We'll go over a few things you need to consider as you weigh your options. Let's get to work. Okay, if you're watching this video and unaware, many hospitals around the country were paying extra money to nurses, PAs, physician assistants, and other medical professions to literally pack up, move to a different city across the country because the need for patient care was overwhelming the regular hospital staff. In certain situations, this could have been between $6,000 and $10,000 per week, and this went on for several weeks, and for some, it may still be going on. Before you even consider making an inappropriate comment below about how much money these nurses made, ask yourself, how much is your life worth? Okay, all good. So here are a few simple options for you to consider. Actually, hold up. Before we get into that, make sure you consult with a professional CPA or research the state you worked in, because in addition to federal taxes needing to be paid, you might also have state taxes as well, depending on where you relocated to. All right, option one, do nothing. Yeah, you heard me. Just sit on the cash. If you've never had this much cash before in your life, don't rush. Take the time to research what you feel is the right thing to do for your situation. There's no rules that say you have to deploy this cash right now. Be patient and get your financial plan dialed in. Option two, lump sum. If you've saved the cash from each week because you are too tired from working to even spend it, then you have a nice chunk. Take a look at all of your debt and review all of your monthly expenses. We can argue all day long back and forth about interest rates and investing, but the emotional victory of wiping out an entire piece of debt is powerful. If you have enough of a lump sum to completely pay off your entire mortgage balance, your entire car loan, all of your credit card debt, or maybe a personal loan to family, that would be epic. And you can certainly feel proud if you're going to use this money for that reason. Option three, spread it out. If you're currently in nursing school to become a PA, or you're an SRNA, take a look and analyze your existing student loans. Your federal student loans are currently at a 0% interest rate and are not accruing any additional interest. One option would be to pay down the accrued interest from the original loan balance. That way, once the loan interest rate kicks back in again, you're not going to be charged interest on interest. There is a link right here and a link in the description below about refinancing your student loans. Something you should consider for after graduation when those interest rates kick back in. Another option, if you are in school, take a look at how much cash you'll need to live off of between now and graduation. Using some of this cash to pay for living expenses and school tuition so that you don't go deeper into debt would also be a great idea. If you've managed to keep your finances on a good path and you don't need to or want spend it all on one thing, maybe do a combination of a few. Maybe pay down some of your credit cards or other debt. Maybe beef up your emergency fund or cash savings. Maybe spend some on yourself. As states and cities begin to open up again, take some time off to reflect on your life and do something nice for yourself. Are you ready to buy your first home? Maybe this could be your down payment money. As you review your financial plan, maybe it might make sense to max out your Roth IRA, contribute more to your 401k, or maybe consider getting a non-retirement taxable brokerage account for something you could liquidate before the age of 59 and a half if that's part of your plan. Again, link right here and in the description below if you want to learn more about different types of retirement accounts. Take a look at the real estate in your area. If you've always wanted to own an investment property, start doing some research to see if you might be able to find some deals. You should also learn for investment properties, how much should you put down as a down payment? Also, interest rates. They are not the same for investment properties as you see online and marketed and advertised for primary residences. So if that's the path you might want to go down, start to do your research. Although this video contains topics of personal finance, your personal financial situation is just that, personal. By no means is this video intended to be advice for your unique and personal situation. If you found any value throughout this video, hit that like button. If you know another nurse or a PA, text them this video. It really helps out the channel. Thanks for watching. Appreciate your time. If you have any questions for me, leave them in the comments down below. Thanks for being a hero. Flatten the curve. Nailed it.